Okay, so I'm kind of, I don't know. So I thought of doing this video before I saw this movie, but I saw this movie and I only just now wrote down the list on my computer so that I could see it on my computer. So I'm going to go in order of what I got finished first. So I finished the movie first. I was going to say obviously, but it's not that obvious, but it just sounded funny because obviously I finished the movie because I'm talking about it. Because I went and saw it in theaters, and so unless I walked out, but anyways, I would have seen as much. This is really stupid. And then I wrote the list after, so even though probably no, it'll be nice to break it up because the top and bottom were like one after another, so it'll be nice to break it up. But anyways, this has all been really stupid, but let's just get right into the movie because I was not really anticipating this, but like the trailer looked kind of interesting. I really I'm talking about the first trailer. I was kind of interested. I was like, "Ooh, Michelle Williams is really good," because in the last year, I mean, Manchester by the Sea. I think that's it actually. Okay, well, I just really love Manchester by the Sea, and I thought she was really great in it. And so she's just become one of my favorite actresses. Like, not like probably top 10 material, but just like if she's in it, I'm gonna expect a good. I'm gonna be expecting a good performance because I don't think that it's really possible for her not to. She didn't give that good of a performance in The Greatest Showman, but anyways, or The Greatest Showman, whatever you want to do. I actually think I would prefer to do Showman, and I just said Showman for some reason. Either way works though. But anyways, and then Mark Wahlberg, I'm a fan of comedy wise. Haven't seen him in much else. I just, uh, yeah, and then I don't, I don't want to receive backlash, but I don't think that I can, and if I do, I don't think it's fair or justified because just because what he's done does not take away from the fact that he's one of the greatest actors of all time ever, like greatest living actors. I mean, Kevin Spacey's just such a good actor, and when I saw the first trailer, I was like, okay, this is all great, this is all great, and then he comes out, and like the first thing I see of him, I'm like, oh my god, so much makeup, and like I love. I mean, I don't love because I think they look weird and the makeup looks weird, and but whatever. But I love the roles where they have so much makeup on that they don't look like themselves, and specifically Johnny Depp in Black Mass should have been nominated for the Oscar and maybe even should have won. I think that movie is very underrated in terms of his performance. He should have been nominated and should have won, but that movie is just so good. This isn't a Black Mass review though. Um, so seeing him in this, I was like, oh my god, it could be another Black Mass, and like I was looking super forward to it. And then just even if it wasn't, if he didn't look like it was going to be something like that, I just Kevin Spacey automatically gets me to watch it. Because I just think he's such a good actor, and I hope no one hates me for that. But seriously, you can't take away his performances, and you can't take away the fact that he's a good actor, and you really can't even take away the fact that if he were to do something else right now, he'd probably still do a good job because he's not a worse actor after this. This doesn't make him a worse actor. It might make you like him less, but it doesn't detract from his abilities. So I was pretty excited based off the first trailer, if you couldn't tell. And then stuff happened, and I was like, okay, whatever. Not that I don't care, but just like I like him as an actor, so like I just that's all I only know him as an actor, so it didn't. I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to offend anyone. Then he was recast, and I was like, ooh, that's interesting because I like Christopher Plummer enough, but it was more interesting that the movie was like already done, I think, and then they did this in like 2 weeks and like 2 months before it was supposed to come out. They didn't move the date at all, and it just I don't know. I was like, even if I didn't like it, I still would be like, yes, I'm glad that I saw it just for that reason alone. And I gotta say, in terms of that, it's very impressive what Christopher Plummer did. I didn't personally think that his performance was like, I mean, it was good, but nothing special or spectacular or as good as probably Kevin Spacey's could have been. But then on the pro side, he looks the age, unlike Kevin Spacey. But yeah, so in that aspect, I thought it was good. There, like at the beginning, the desert scene, they couldn't go back. But other than that, it felt fine. Like it felt kind of like he was like supposed to be there. Not really, but like, you know what I mean. Not that it doesn't feel like he shouldn't. Not that it feels like he didn't feel in place. I don't know. Anyways, but in terms of the movie, oof, man, I was bored. I was pretty bored. It's very long. It's very dull, in my opinion. It's very slow paced. I almost fell asleep during it, and I went to the 3:15 showing, which means that it was starting at about 3:35. So I saw this at 3:35, and I was falling asleep about 20 to 30 minutes into it because the trailer made me think that this kid was taken. They were holding ransom. Sorry if you don't want to know this. The guy says no, so they're gonna find him. But this is pretty much what happened with me. So the one guy, Christopher Plummer. So the kid is taken. It's like, you gotta pay ransom. Christopher Plummer says not gonna pay ransom. So I'm like, okay. So then I've got to feel the threat of them, like the threat looming of them killing him. Didn't, because of something I don't want to spoil. So then I was like, okay, well, they'll be finding him. They're not trying to find him really at all. And the way they made it look in the trailer, there was one scene that I was like, okay, I'm very interested in this. They're going to be looking for him. It'll be interesting, like, duo kind of thing with the girl, the mom looking for her son, and then the, like, level-headed cop. Wasn't that either. And the scene that they used to show them looking at something was such an important scene at the end that had nothing to do with them looking. I mean, like, they were looking, but not in the way that the trailer made it out to be. So, yeah. So for me, he wasn't going to pay the ransom. So I was like, okay, no stakes. It didn't seem like they were going to kill him. No stakes. They weren't looking for him. No stakes. So pretty much I was just watching something unfold, and I wasn't really tense or felt like there were any stakes at hand. And then it's not that well made. This is more along the lines of Ridley Scott's, like I haven't seen everything he's done, but like this is a lot like Hannibal. Not so much like, I don't really and Matchstick Men, so Hannibal's kind of a guilty pleasure, but Matchstick Men is very good. It's more along the vein of those, like gray and like Netflix colored, like blue and green and gray crap looking, that just and not so much like, I haven't seen the Alien movies, but Alien and Aliens, I'm pretty sure you did both of those, right? It's not so much in the vein of his good movies, it's in the vein of his bad movies. There we go. Well, not his bad movies either. Just like the ones that the Matchstick Men, no one knows about. Hannibal, no one really likes. So, but apparently this got pretty good reviews, and I was expecting a lot. But, yeah. So overall, I mean, I guess it's pretty finely directed and written. I guess everything about it is fine, except it looks like crap, and I don't think it's shot that well. Like, I mean, it's shot fine, but like there was nothing really shouting out to me to make me think this was. Nothing made me want to watch, and then the color was awful. But other than that, honestly, the cinematography might have even been fine, and I was just so bored I missed some good shots. But the color is awful. Everything else is fine, though, and the performances. And, like, I guess it's just mostly that I wasn't very intrigued in the story. Like, very interested in the story. I think that this is a pretty good movie if you're interested in the story. If you're not, you're going to feel just, like, bored. And, I mean, I can't. The last time I fell asleep in a movie was Valerian. For some reason, it's on my top 10 of the year. I really liked the movie. I don't know why I fell asleep, but it wasn't for very long. But aside from that, I don't fall asleep in movies at the theater because I'm so, like, watching and invested and stuff, even if I don't like it. But yeah, so overall, it's a good movie, but if you're not interested in what's going on, then you're not going to like it. And that was my case. But I was so uninterested in this movie, and if it hadn't been for the replacement thing, me being interested in that, it might have even been lower. I just was so disappointed with this and so bored with this. I'd give this a 3 out of 10, but you saw that in the description. I just think this would be a really good time if you were not sober, because then you would everything would seem more interesting, and there's some funny stuff. I mean, not funny stuff, but some stuff in there that you could find funny if you weren't 100% sober. So, yeah, Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Press that like button if you liked the video. Press that subscribe button if you like me. Comment below. Have you seen this? If you have, what you think about it. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Sorry that this video is not very good. Bye.